What's up, yo? It's another 24-hour trades. Um, yeah, so let's get right into this thing. As usual, hopefully all are having a good morning, day, whatever time you're watching this. Um, so I want to start off on the news. I actually just looked at this right before I started the video. It looks like we don't really have any news today, which, apparently are the best days to trade. One day without it news. The only thing we have is consumer credit at 12, so I'm not really like super concerned about that. Um, and I mean, it looks like tomorrow we don't really have much news either. Two yellow folders, so nothing should really be getting in the way. So it looks like it's not until Wednesday we have FOMC. And Thursday, we got some CPI, and that's pretty much it. So, I mean, at least the first 2 days of the week is going to be decent. I'm pretty sure yellow folder, FOMC, don't really want to trade, but I'll have to check back through my notes on news and see what's going on. But anyways, so we're going to come here, kind of show you over the chart. So first thing, I'm not really caring what goes on right now. Price breaks that, then it is what it is, because we still got about 13 minutes before market even opens. But basically, excuse me, kind of what I'm looking at now. So price just opened on where are we at? Here, this candle right here. Price opened up for the day. Been stuck in a consolidation zone, which I have drawn up for these two highs, or this high and low for so far the week that we're opening up into. Currently, price is still trending downwards. I do have a couple trend lines drawn up for what we're moving into. I think if we break above this current high here, then we do have a little bit of clear traffic possibly to continue to the upside. But this is a big, like, what appears to be a liquidity zone now at this point. So a little skeptical of like taking buys. So I have two different trend lines, one drawn up a little closer and then one up above. The one that we started trending on last week, we haven't had a third tap on that yet. So something just to look at there. We also have a little bit of like a trend coming up from the downside. So basically, I'm just trying to like zone in to where price is headed. On higher time frames, we have like a giant wick. So you can see for last week, this is kind of sketchy because we created like a big liquidity area, formed like almost like doji for the whole weekly, daily. Um, we kind of just started come down and grab some retracement from these areas here. I can see price continuing down even further from here via daily time frame, but we'll just have to see kind of what that looks like in the future. And we'll continue down 4 hours, huge order block. So just what I said, we're just kind of waiting from a break from either down below or up above for price to continue on and kind of break out of this area. We are in some sort of like what you could call like accumulation right now, possibly for price to continue up, because we did have, this was kind of like our retracement here that we were looking for on a 4-hour time frame. But like I said, on daily, I could see price continuing up still, or down more still. Even on the 4-hour, I could see price continuing down a little bit more. Let's see what else we got. Popping down on the hourly. Same thing. So we got highs. Here's the main one. Here's like our low that we're really focused in on. and then now we're playing around in this range in between both of those areas. So price could really go either way at this point. We just have to wait for some confirmations to see. And on the lower time frames, we did have a trend here that we were looking to potentially break and then have some sells continue down. We did create a little bit of a lower area, it looks like. So now that's kind of what we are looking at. Honestly, it looks like he's just, pushing down this liquidity area here. But we'll see what's happening on the 1 minute time frame. Honestly, we might get, is it 621? We might get like some rejections off this trend again, and then continue down from here. It seemed to be like a little early for breaks though. So, but as far as I can remember, Mondays without news, price moves pretty decently, I'd say. So just something to keep in mind. Like whatever price usually picks at market open is gonna follow. So we'll see what happens. Yeah. So anyways, let's see. Yeah, so we're just being patient for the market to open up and show us what price is actually gonna do. We shall see. Yeah. Yeah, so the only thing why I would be kind of, I mean, we have like on the hourly time frame, we have like some decent clear traffic, I would say. Um, but looking down on like lower time frames, it's a bit choppy. Even if we break below this, for like safe conservative, it's like maybe 50 points of profit that we could take from the downside. Just based off of like some of these other things that we're reading up on. Where I like to start though is, from just structure, and then everything else is like kind of confluence to that. So as of right now, we could definitely get price continuing down. This is sort of like a sort of support zone now, because it was previously a resistance for us, at least on lower time frames. But I can see price continuing down from here if we continue to break. So we're just gonna follow like market volume at open, because I think that's most important, structure and volume from there. Just because I don't think we're gonna get a lot of like weird movement this morning. I think price is just gonna pick a direction and go. So we could either break below, which we are closer to right now for price. We are kind of chilling below this trend line. Even on the 1 minute, you can see here we're creating like an order block right here, our miniature order block for lower time frames. So that's something that's just telling me it's price is having a hard time breaking the trend. But I wouldn't be surprised if we have price just like take off from here. So one of two things that could happen because we're only about 50 points away from the upside. We could have price continue up and it could just like reject off of here and continue down. Basically, we could have some breaks below. I would wait until either one of these zones get broken, and that's what we're waiting for here. If we break the upside, I'll probably wait for. I would want to see a break of structure and trend on this at least, because we do have a little bit of a gap in between the two trend lines, and then to the upside, a lot more room. But my downside area, I actually have price continuing down to this zone here, which is not, too much space. But I could see cells getting like 100 points and for potential for more from there because our lows for the hourly is a bit lower than that. So we shall see what happens. It's about 6:28 right now, and yeah. See what happens. Oh yeah. About a minute before market open. We love it. We love to see it. Man, what a order block this is. Goodness. Price really does not want to break above that at all. They said we don't got no buyers. None. I'm afraid. Mm-hmm. Oh, flip the script. 2, 1. Boom, market open. Oh, wow. Shocker. Well, that is not very appealing. Oh, what a wick for, honestly, for a Monday too, with no news, for price to act up like that is weird. Usually it's, I mean, from what I've seen, it's pretty clean moves. So, um, Price has taken off. I just entered the market and we'll see what happens. Oh my gosh, what I enter? I entered at 78 and I stepped out. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So yeah, that would have been an enter here on the next candle. I should have waited a little bit longer for retests. Probably on that candle. Just because price wasn't really pushing how we wanted it to. I probably should have waited for the next candle to go up a little further and close on that one. Because yeah, if I had just been a little bit more patient, we can see here. Because usually, I'll have to take a look, but usually if price is gonna break out of this zone here, right, and it's gone past it so far of the zone, then we'd want to wait for a retest, I guess, in this case, and then maybe we could have taken some entries off of that, or we could take some entries on this candle here, and then potentially have price continue down for our area. But wow. Yeah, just an impulsive entry. I mean, if we wanted to, like, we could have extended out the stop loss a little bit more, but I don't do that, because it's 30-point stop loss, 50-point take profit, and that's pretty much it. Um, so I mean, so far is like, you know, I would say it's a right idea trade, just bad entry timing. But I mean, it is what it is. Like, I saw this, we had this big giant bearish candle. I waited for the next candle, which is, my confirmations on that. Price retraced a little bit, and then it started pushing back down, past the area. So, or, started pushing towards the area. So I placed in a sell order, just like I have done many times before on these trades, and everybody's seen. So, it is what it is. Like, I followed my rules. In this case here, maybe I could have seen like price do a bit of a retracement, but we'll have to see if that's something. We'll have to see for the future if that's something that we'll have to wait for, um, always. So yeah, I'll keep like a data log. Um, let's see if to see like maybe if price pushes past the support or resistance zone so many points, maybe then it has to come back and do a retracement. I don't know. This is like the first time that I've ran into that issue. So I would say, yeah, it's still a good day. Um, every day, every day is a good day. Um, weird Monday, for sure. But yeah, hopefully, y'all took some profits today. Hopefully you guys get some value out of this video, and many more after this. Um, and yeah, check out my playlist if you haven't already, because there's a lot of good content in there. There's a lot of days where we did take wins, and there's some other days where we took losses too. So I pretty much take a video every single trade I take. So for you to catch a loss like this is not unusual. I'm not perfect. You're not going to get me every single time getting wins every single trading session I put up on YouTube. So, just check out, go through the content. Maybe I should put like a wins category and losses. No, I won't do that. Just because I want people to see like the raw and the process behind it. I don't get discouraged with these losses or anything. We just keep moving and modifying. So, anyways, I hope you all have a blessed day.